I am in the Montrose Matter studio with one of my favorite people in all of Montrose, Miss Megan Wilson. How are you, Megan?
I'm great. How are you, Tanya?
You know what? Anytime I get to spend time with you is a lovely, lovely morning. And especially as we talk about one of my favorite topics, and that's philanthropy. You are so amazing at it, and I cannot wait to get into all the things you do. But before then, Drew is saying, Tanya, you need to talk about upcoming events. So we're going to talk about upcoming events. It is mid-September, and tomorrow, if you know anyone who is looking for a job, who wants to work for a great organization like Ridgeway Valley Enterprises, then tomorrow is a fun, job seeker hiring event that they're having. There's going to be food. My understanding is they've got great burritos coming in from Coffee Trader, coffee, donuts for the kids, maybe a couple of balloons or two. It's a full family event because this is a family-oriented company. So if you're interested in any position at Ridgeway Valley Enterprises, go out Saturday morning, which is tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. Okay, and then we have Crop Duster. Yes, Valley Food Partnership. They have partnered with Alpine Bank and the Mize family, and they are putting on the Crop Duster event. It is going to be a 34 and 57 mile bike ride. So make sure you go to Valley Food Partnership's website and find out more about Crop Duster. Oh my gosh, this
That's
month,
a mouthful.
Isn't it? I haven't even gotten through all the things that we need to talk about. So Culture Fest is coming up, and my understanding is the Ute Indian Museum has partnered with other culturally diverse organizations to put on Culture Fest. That is happening on the 24th, and then if Culture Fest is not enough for you, guess what else is happening on the 24th, Megan?
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
In September.
In September.
Let's kick it off right.
Exactly. All Points Transit. No, this is nothing against you. We love Oktoberfest, but it totally throws me off.
It does. Every year I'm like, wait, no.
Yeah, no.
But it's okay. It's a fun time.
It is such a great event, and it's going to be at the at Cerise Park at the amphitheater this year.
Ooh, that's a good venue.
I think so too.
And hopefully the weather holds.
I know. And then on our slide didn't have. Megan, do not say that. The weather will hold, okay?
It's going to be a gorgeous, beautiful day.
Yes.
We're going to rock the night away.
Well, and the slide didn't show that, but on the 24th is also the dinner on Main Street. Last year was the first year of that. So on the 24th, you can eat and drink yourself silly and have such a good time.
And give back to the community in so many different ways. You can just venue hop.
Exactly. We can definitely do that. So we are going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to thank Alpine Bank. We're going to thank Elevate Fiber. We're going to thank Atlasta Solar, and we're going to thank River Valley Family Health Centers for underwriting this show. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk about how you can win free groceries.
Woohoo!
I know. At River Valley Healthcare Centers, we believe everyone deserves access to quality care. At our locations, you will find friendly staff and professional medical providers who are committed to helping you achieve optimal health. Our goal is to meet the needs of our community by eliminating barriers to patients receiving quality medical, dental, and mental health care, as well as convenient access to a pharmacy. We're accepting new patients, so contact us today, regardless of your insurance and income status.
Hi, I'm Matt with Atlasta Solar Center. Solar systems offer added home value, a 26% federal tax credit, and decreased electric bills every month. Isn't it time you switched to solar and started saving today? Join thousands of Western Coloradans as they switch with Atlasta Solar Center. Isn't it time you got a free estimate today and took a look at how much money you could save each and every month, month in and month out, with solar energy for your home? Switch to solar today at Atlasta Solar Center.
Okay, and we are back. We're on Montrose Matters Live. I'm here with Megan Wilson. Megan Wilson, first of all, if you guys remember Megan, she's been on the show a couple of times before. She's a serial entrepreneur, but what she's mainly known for is shelter insurance. So tell us a little bit about shelter insurance and how long you've been here in Montrose.
Oh, well, I've been in Montrose my whole life.
Yeah,
But,
well, shelter.
We've had a shelter insurance office here almost 7 years. We're a couple months off of that, and we'll be open for 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is 7
It doesn't
years
seem like
ago.
7 years.
No, and were you
Not
always on, you're on Cascade, right?
Yeah, North Cascade, right by Mosaic.
Yeah, with that blue awning. So you've been in that building for 7 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, that is, so, but you did that after you owned 2 other businesses, right?
Yeah. Auto glass, towing, like, let's just do it all.
Okay. On my best day, I could not be you and do it
honey,
all.
I can't even keep up with you. You run circles around me.
Oh,
So.
stop. One of the things I love about shelter insurance here in Montrose is that you're always doing something. And you're always doing something for this community, and it's big. I mean, truly big. So,
Go big or go home.
all right, Drew, it's just you and Megan. I am going to leave right now. But
you are big.
You're right. Go big or go home. Well, you decided to go really big. You're about to announce the great grocery giveaway.
Yeah, so on top of doing the Giving Tree this year, which we'll get into in a minute, we decided with the inflation and the cost of everything going up so much that we should do a fill your basket grocery giveaway.
Yeah.
So from now through December 7th, you can sign up for a $500 gift card.
Okay.
You get to pick the grocery store you want it to go to if you're the winner.
Really?
And
Because I'm trying to save money. Like our lights just went out, and I
Yeah.
think that it's because inflation is so high. But basically, what you're telling me is that if we were a winner, oh, it looks like I paid my bill now.
Yeah.
But thank you, DMEA. No, that if we were a winner, if I was a winner, then I would win $500, and I could say, hey, my favorite grocery store is City Market, Safeway, or Walmart, or Natural Grocers. Any
Yeah.
one of those that.
Yep, and we're gonna buy your, hopefully at that point, your Christmas dinner and your groceries for the next month, or even a portion of it. I just figure, people are struggling right now, and all people are struggling. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what facet or income level you're in. Everybody's struggling either, financially, mentally, or all the above. So we wanted to try and figure out a way to help give some people some relief. So this is one of the ways that we figured out that we could do that is buy $500 worth of groceries for somebody.
That's significant. I mean,
Yeah.
$500, and that just goes a long way. So you would give us a gift card. We can go shopping for our groceries, spend it all at one time if we wanted
Yep.
to, or just make it last. Because
Right.
with the price of groceries and so forth right now, we're going over $50 and $100. So that could,
Right.
more than what you normally budget. That could definitely make a difference.
It's yours to use how you want, if you want to do it all at once or little by little, or, heck, if that could sprawl out over 5 months, hey, that's great.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, I know it might help with some, a holiday,
Right.
doing some
Well, and that's
extra
the biggest
stuff.
thing is we wanted to make sure that somebody didn't have to choose between heat and being able to have a Christmas dinner either, or eating. We have a lot of people that come into our office and they're like, well, it's either we pay our insurance or we feed our family. And so we love being part of this community. I love giving back to the community. You know that.
I do.
I will give everything I can. So we don't want you to have to make that choice.
Yes, and let's talk about that. Shelter insurance, obviously we all have to have insurance, whether insuring our homes, our cars, our loved ones. I'm not sure what else I forgot, but,
Well, yeah.
we can insure our pets now, right?
Yeah, actually we sell pet insurance, believe
Do
it
you
or not.
really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's a whole nother
Whole nother story.
Yes, but what you have done when you opened this, this insurance firm 7 years ago, you looked at the practical ways that we have to spend our hard-earned income, and you wanted to be able to help with
Right.
that. And so you take a different approach with insurance than most people. It's about the individual and the family. You're not
Right.
trying to sell them more than what they need, but you're
No.
making sure they want to be covered.
Right, because a
Or
lot
that
of
they're
people,
fully covered.
well, and a lot of people don't understand what the insurance is covering. They just know they're required to have it to either have their home, be on the road. And so we try to educate them, whether they go with us or not, we want them to know what they're buying. And I think that is a big step that is overlooked, even from the consumer, is they're just like, okay, I need it, just give me what I need.
Right.
You know, and it's very important, especially nowadays with inflation and everything, that you know what you have, because what if your home was fully covered 2 years ago, but now it's not because cost of construction has went up. And if you haven't reevaluated your auto insurance and your home insurance, you may not be covered, and it's going to be something that when you actually need to use it is when you're going to find out, and it's going to be too late.
Right.
And so regardless of where you're insured, you should definitely be doing those annual reviews and making sure you're covered for where you are, because you never know, you may end up saving money because you're not driving as much, or you got into a better rating, or, you know, like those are things that it's not always about us trying to sell you more. It's about us just making sure that you are covered, because I don't want to be the one telling you you're writing a $50,000 check because you're not covered enough, you know?
Exactly.
I don't want to be that person.
No, you don't. But do you want, I mean, I'm curious, because you got a pretty big office. I think you have, 3-4 people on staff.
Yep.
And the calls that you get coming in, because I got to tell you, I was an insurance novice. I did not know that you could be underinsured. And it's not until you need it or something happens that you're like, uh-oh. But do people, when they call, are they normally price shopping?
Yeah. Normally they don't care about the coverage as much as they care about the price. And I'm not saying that in a negative way.
Right.
It's just that's what we've trained them to do. If you look at commercials, it's all about, oh, you could save. You can save. Well,
Good
yeah,
point.
you can save. A lot of your savings comes from doing multi-lines through the same company. But the other part of that is there are different tiers of insurance for a reason. Once the insurance pays out, if there's not enough insurance, that goes back on you. You become personally responsible, and normally to bump up those levels is very minimal. So it's worth a conversation. Ultimately, it's your choice if you choose to do that or not, but
Right.
it's normally very minimal to change those. State minimum is definitely not enough to cover anything right now. So, but it's ultimately your choice if that's what you want.
Because you could be without so I remember you telling me a story about someone who had coverage. It was state minimum, which you don't normally do. You just try.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
And in fact, maybe the story was they came to you because they were with someone else and they had state minimum that didn't cover the accident that an uninsured motorist caused.
Right.
And so they're stuck with
they're stuck with a bill. Or like an example, we had a claim where we had an insured who had state minimum, which is only $15,000 in property damage. Well, you hit a $90,000 Jeep.
Oh gosh.
You've got a $75,000 deficit that is now your responsibility, and I don't have $75,000 in the bank. So
really,
yeah, I wish.
Yeah, I know.
So that puts more of a hardship on someone, and
Right.
so it's just people understanding what those numbers mean is very vital and very key, and we just want to make sure. Like I said, whether you're with me or you're with, somebody down the street, I'm okay with that because I can't insure everybody and I'm not right for everyone.
Right.
But please just know what you're buying, understand it. And if you're not with me and you want to understand it, I'm more than happy to tell you.
Well, and I bring that up because as we talk about, this is a show about philanthropy and all of your giving, but what I wanted to bring it back full circle is to show that your audience, the people that Shelter supports with insurance and so forth, are your everyday average, blue collar, hard-working individual where every single dollar counts and matters.
Yes, and that's why we want to make sure that all of those dollars are going, that it's not frivolous, that it is exactly where you need it, and it's not more than you need either.
Right.
There is such thing as being over-insured, rarely right now, but it is a possibility, and so those are things that we can look at too. Is okay, well, does this fit you best?
Right. No, I get that. So the grocery giveaway, This is not a one-time. You're going to do this.
This is going to be quarterly.
Quarterly, okay. So quarterly going into 2023. The first one will end in December. How do people sign up for it? How do they register?
Well, so
can they call your office?
They can call my office.
Okay.
They can email us. They can go on our social media pages. There will be a sign-up link there.
So go on to Facebook and make sure that you like Shelter Insurance. It's Megan Wilson Shelter Insurance. Make sure you like that page. You'll see all of the links that will take you to the registration, and share it. Share it with everyone that you know, because I guarantee whoever wins this $500 grocery giveaway is going to be appreciative, not only to Shelter Insurance, but to you for sharing that.
Well, and who doesn't need it? I mean, like, I don't know anybody who doesn't need it.
I feel, this is, I don't know if it's just me. I feel as if I go to the grocery store, I spend the same amount of money that I have spent, but I'm going more often.
Yeah.
Because we're not getting as many things, and it's just 2 of us in our household now. And I feel like I'm going to the grocery store 3-4 days, a week. And it's all starting to add up. So
yeah, and that's the thing, is like, you don't realize it's as much as it is because you are going more often than you were before. Or like, I go into the grocery store and I like, oh, I just need this and this, and then I'm like, oh wait, I need that, and you're spending. You're getting the same amount, but you're spending way more. And I mean, that's just where we are. I mean, good, bad, ugly, whatever, but we just wanted to help with that.
There's nothing good about that. It's bad and ugly. I don't like it at all.
Well, it's money back in the community, though.
That is, okay, fine.
You got to find the silver lining, because otherwise you're going to get frustrated.
I know. So. Well, I don't want to get frustrated.
No.
So we're talking about giving, and you are about to open up another giving and philanthropic portion that Shelter does, and it's called the Giving Tree. We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to be right back and talk about how you can get registered for the Giving Tree.
Believe it. Just like Gigfoot, zero-lag gaming does exist. The real myth now? Slow internet made you lose. So step up your game with Elevate Internet today.
At the Real Estate Store, we're a group of real estate professionals who share all forms of property brokering in an innovative way. Our expertise and experience makes us the best choice for buyers and sellers. Our brokers are ready to assist you, either in person or virtually. Come visit us in historic downtown Montrose and experience for yourself the difference of our personal, professional property brokers.
And we are back in the Montrose Matters studio with Megan Wilson of Shelter Insurance, and we're talking about philanthropy and just being philanthropic and giving and more giving.
Yeah.
And so, since we're talking about giving,
and by the way, giving
the Giving Tree. What year are you into that?
I believe this is our fifth or sixth year that we're in that. No, I think it is sixth year.
I was
wow, see, time's going by so fast.
Yes, if it's going to be your 7th year in business, you've been doing it 6 years.
Yep.
So 6 years of the Giving Tree. Huge program for you. Like, this is one, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but I see you light up every year. This is one of your
favorite time of the year.
Yes.
I love this time of year. It gets stressful, it gets hectic, but the giving to so many kids is so amazing.
So what is that? What is the Giving Tree? You get a tree?
So, so what we do is we have a sign-up page from October through, I believe it's December 7th again, this year, where families who need help getting Christmas for their kids can sign up. We, on average, do 100 kids.
Oh my gosh.
We go out, each kid gets $100 limit that we spend on them. We go out, we go shop for the kid, we wrap the presents, and then the parents are able to take it home and give their kids Christmas, and nobody's the wiser on the kids' end that it didn't come from the parents.
Oh
and it's just a way that we can give back to the community, give back to people once again that, I mean, COVID created a big struggle for a lot of people.
Huge.
And it's grown every year since then. We've actually had to cut off our time, because it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of money to a good cause. And I hate to tell a kid they can't have Christmas.
Exactly.
And I know parents, as a parent, I would hate to be like, well, you can't have Christmas this year because, we're struggling, or, no parent wants to say that to a kid. So
Right.
we don't have, it's kind of your honor system, we don't ask financial questions. We don't ask, all we want to
That's
know
what
is.
makes your program unique. It is, if you want to go online and register or call the office and you say you have a need, there's no financial questions. There's
Right.
nothing you have
None.
to, answer, and your Giving Tree team, which I think it's funny.
You say team.
I do. I say team because these little elves, so 6 years ago, and this is what I want people to know, it was all you.
Yeah.
That was, so the kids, you opened up the Giving Tree, and Shelter Insurance funded every single item that went out to those kids. And
we shopped for every single
and
item,
shopped
wrapped
for
every single item.
And was it $100 per child even back then?
Yep.
So that was, you averaged what, 25, 30 kids
Yeah.
the first year?
Yep. And
Okay.
then we went to 80, and then it's been 100 since. Yeah.
And so, but you're doing it a little different. You have been the last couple of years. One is because of the amount of because of the need and the amount of children you are allowing people in the community to grab a tag
And help.
and help. Yes, and so they can bring one of the gifts, or we will wrap them.
Yes, we just ask that they're unwrapped so we know if there is a deficit in the gifts for that kid so that we can fill the gap.
Okay.
So if you want to buy one thing, we're good with that. If you want to buy the $100 worth of stuff for the kid, we're good with that too.
Or if you want to donate $100
if you wanna
or $5 or
any amount helps. Or if you want to donate even wrapping time or wrapping paper, tape,
volunteers,
like anything that can help us get these kids Christmas, we're more than happy to take. We need the help, but we have a wrapping station that gets set up, and it's just like we got Santa's little workshop, and there's 4 of us that run through that, and while trying to work. So
there you go.
but we make it happen.
So if we call Shelter Insurance, and
you hear
we
rapping
hear
in the back.
that's what's happening.
Because we're giving Christmas to kids.
I love it, love it. Well, you have the last few years, maybe 3 years, you've had a booth at Happy New Merry Thanksmas.
Yes.
I still get tongue-tied with that. Happy New Merry Thanksmas. Okay.
Yes.
So that expo, so people can pull.
So they can sign up there for the Giving Tree and
Okay.
the grocery giveaway, or they can pull a tag for kids. They can adopt a kid or buy a gift for the kid.
And you'll take donations on site if they
We
do
will.
want to do that
Yes.
for the.
So we will be there. It's November 18th and 19th.
Yes.
So we will be there at the fairgrounds at Happy New Merry Thanksmas. You can sign up, or you can help, or whatever it is that you're willing to do. Or if you just have questions, come talk to us. But yeah, we'll be there with
my
bells on.
understanding, oh, literally with bells on, okay. But my understanding is if you sign up for the Giving Tree before Happy New Merry Thanksmas, that can also be a drop-off point, right?
Right, yes.
So you can drop off gifts and so
Yes,
forth, and
you
that
sure
saves
can.
you another trip, and you can get out and do some shopping. But what are you expecting this year, Megan? As far as the number of families, do you think it's going to stay around that 100, or because of what's happening with our economy?
I feel like we're going to have a bigger need. So, we have a budget, but I am also one of those people who last year, Christmas Eve, I had a family call me, and I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
I do have, a limit to what I can do, but if I can find a way, I will find a way. And,
Well,
but Christmas Eve is rough.
You don't want that to happen on Christmas Eve.
No,
but-
please be early.
But there are organizations that have reached out to you that
Yes.
said, "Hey, we need some help with our kids." Hilltop is one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what's great about this program is, I keep putting words in your mouth, but you are truly making it a community event. So it
Right.
started off as something that was important to you, but now you're allowing people to either help or to give or to pick up or whatever.
Right. Yeah, because we are a small town community, and we love each other, and we try to give to each other and be there for each other. And I don't want to be a hog of that. Like, if people want to help too, I'm more than happy to let them, because I know the joy and, the happiness that it brings me. So I'm just happy to spread that. That's what we should be doing this time of year anyway, right?
We really should.
Yes.
And, saying Merry Christmas to people, as we're shopping and all of those things.
And giving grace, because, I heard it the other day. The best thing you can do is give grace, because even if somebody's in a bad mood, just smile, because you don't know what happened to them that day or what happened to them the night before. We just have to be mindful that there's more than us in the world, and that we need to give each other grace, and the world would become a better place if we did.
I agree. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my dream, and
Okay.
I'm going to put it out there to every single person. My dream is that we get several businesses, so a insurance company, a mortgage company, home improvement, anything that has to do with the home and living and so forth. And that this time next year, if not before, we can announce the great mortgage or rent giveaway, and that we pay someone's mortgage and rent for a year to give them a leg up.
Yes, we've been talking about this a
for
lot.
I know,
Yes.
I know.
So
And
excited.
It takes a lot.
It
but
does.
I know we can do it.
We can.
And I think if we all dig deep, some of these businesses out here, we can truly, on a small scale,
Right.
continue to help this community.
Right. And how great would that be
Wouldn't
to not
it?
have to pay your mortgage
Well, and it
or
could-
your rent?
Yes, I mean,
What
the
a
freedom
relief.
that would give
Yes.
families
Right.
to either one, save up to buy if they're a renter,
Right.
because we all know that's the
Yeah, that's a big thing right
it's
now.
a huge right there, or to take on medical expenses, or just something that helps give them a more firm foundation.
Right. That could be the whole change of course for a family.
Most definitely.
Definitely could. So
But-
that I'm so excited about this.
So, okay, a couple of things that you guys have to do. You have to follow the social media accounts of Shelter Insurance. So make sure you register for the grocery giveaway. And my understanding, Megan, just so that I'm clear, is that if you don't win in one quarter, you automatically are
Yes,
registered.
you're going to automatically go to the next one.
Exactly.
Yep.
So make sure you just register, and then if you're not the winner this time, then your name is will continue to be in there.
Yes.
The other is the giving tree. Make sure you go in, and if you have a family, know a family that have children that have a need for Christmas gifts and so forth, go ahead and register for that. That is all of these items. It's free. And I know the big question everyone's asking is, oh my gosh, my name is going to be on a list, and does that mean you're going to call me for insurance? Or
Nope. No, this has nothing to do with, I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not, that name doesn't go anywhere other than to support the community. It's not a way to grab leads.
Exactly.
That's up to you.
Yeah. Now, she's not saying she won't take you, if you're interested in a
if you
quote.
ask, then yes. But there's no purchase quotes. There is no strings attached.
There you go. And I can attest to that. She's been doing this 6 years, and so we've never heard a comment or a complaint. Megan Wilson, your heart for this community is so appreciated, so appreciated. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for just loving this community and giving back in tangible ways.
Thank you for helping me.
You're very welcome. All right, Montrose, we got a lot to do this weekend. Let's get out and have some fun.